Alright, hello, hello. This is day 52 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Yeah, right now I'm having a miserable time because I'm installing Unity right now, so... Oh, it just installed. Never mind, Oh, I lied it. We're still installing, so... It's gonna be a second, but... we'll just let this install on the side. This doesn't change what I'm gonna be doing today, hopefully. Yeah, so I'm gonna be... I feel the input lag. I'm gonna be doing the leetcode daily, per usual. And then, I think the stream description says something that isn't instcombine, but I thought about it and I was like, yeah, I don't want to do these two. So I'm probably gonna look a little bit at instcombine, maybe do a little bit of reading, but it's gonna be pretty light work because I'm a little bit tired today. So yeah, let's get the leetcode done. This never changes. Water bottles too. Okay. Okay. So we can drink any number of full water bottles, turn them into empty bottles, then we can exchange num-exchange empty bottles, and then increase num-exchange. Interesting. I think we could do this greedily, right? It would make sense to do it greedily, at least. Yeah. Right? Oh, wait, no. I understand now. This is a little bit more annoying, but we kind of just have to, like, stick a second loop in there, right? Surely. Yeah, this just gets rid of the fast way to do it, I think, surely. Is there anything interesting? Not really. Okay, well. Alright. Yeah, so we can drink 10 here. And then we cycle through it one by one, it looks like. Okay. Yeah, so let's... So while num bottles is greater than num exchange... oh, we should make like an empty. We're gonna do while, I think. So while, should make this num empty. So while this is, greater than num exchange. Is this how we do while? It's been a while. It's been a while. Anyway. Okay. This looks reasonably correct at least. How's Unity going? Okay, it looks like it's installed. That's pretty good. Okay. I don't need to worry about that anymore. Okay. So we want or actually this should just be a while, right? Yeah. Bottles. It's greater than num exchange. Or wait. So while this is greater than 0, actually. Yeah, because that means we can still drink bottles. Yeah. So let's num empty, we're gonna add num bottles, and then num bottles is now 0, and then num, yeah, so So if this is greater than equal num exchange, we want bottles plus equals num exchange plus plus. Even just like while this even. Yeah. We can just we also want res as well. So we want that, and then res, we want to add num bottles. Yeah, and we can do it like this. I think this should work. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot to return. Alright, this surely should work. Oh, we have overflow. Okay. Great. Great! Why do we have... Oh. Yeah, we can do like this. Oh, that is not what I want to open. Okay. Alright, and this is wrong. Why is this... Oh my god, that is a lot of bottles. Why do we have so many bottles? Oh, wait. Right, I'm processing this wrong. Yeah, I read it wrong. This should be good. The solution might be a little slow though, I fear. Yeah, it's really slow. What do the fast people do? Math way. Oh, okay, wait, what? What is happening here? Okay, this is just, yeah. Okay. So number times empty bottles are exchanged be T. Total number of exchanged bottles be empty. And total number generated be total. So empty is less than equal to total or just T that satisfies that. Okay. Oh, okay, this makes complete sense now. What is happening here, though? Okay. Okay, so what is happening here? Can you just reuse things, right? What? Oh, wait, I did that in a really, really slow way, actually. Holy shit. I didn't even think about that. Wow. Wow, okay. Wait, I'm quite slow, actually. So number of times bottles are exchanged is T. The total number of exchange bottles is empty. Have you tried the AI? I have not. What is the AI? But why? I mean, like, I guess someone could, but I don't know. I feel like it feels like a bit of a shoehorned solution. Like, I can kind of just look things up myself anyway. I don't see why I need an AI to do it for me. Like, if something's really, really confusing, then, like, I'll just ask ChatGPT. I don't think I need it for, like, everything. Like, I feel like it's the type of program someone would use and, like, get one shot by. So empty must be less than or equal to total. That makes sense. So the largest t that results in that. Okay. Okay. It's an empty. This makes sense. So in total, it would be. Yeah, that makes sense. And t is the number. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, because we drink all of them. Alright, so then we can solve for t. Okay. You know what? On second thought, I don't really want to implement this, so let's just. I don't want to write out the quadratic formula in a damn leetcode problem, so let's just close out of that one and call that one a day. Okay. So now we get to maybe start looking at instcombine. Let me pull up my little library real quick, so I can hypothetically start learning about optimizations. Okay, sure. Give me fonts. Why is this so broken? Oh wait, no, this is fine. This is. Let me try and reopen it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is the Mushnik book. This seems to be the best for middle end stuff, so I guess I will be looking through this a little bit. Interesting that this is the optimal order of things. Yeah, this all makes sense. Okay. Sure. So, okay, so this is like clean up things. Oh, wait, this is meant to be split screened, I think. Okay, so this kind of breaks the split screen a little, huh? Okay, well, that's something I'll read eventually. The forward I'll read eventually. I'll figure out optimization order eventually. For now, I think I want to. Oh, this would have been nice to read. God damn it. What happens here? It's out of curiosity. We're gonna need to go to like page 80 for that. Yeah, okay. And just give this a quick peek because I'm kind of curious. What's good next? Welcome to the stream. The description might be a little bit misleading. I changed my plans. I'm probably gonna start like the instruction combine pass, but part of that will just be reading up on things a little bit. Symbol table, sure. This makes me very sad, actually. I probably should have read through this first. Okay. Can you code? Yes, I very much can. And I will be doing that, but I still need to do a little bit of learning as well on top of that, so yeah, unfortunate. This is not useful. I don't think we need this right now. Actually, no, we might need this. I guess we do need this, but that's like a later thing, I think. Okay, early optimizations. Let's look at this first. Alright. Do this. Are you an engineering student? Technically yes, but I don't really like to call myself an engineering student. Like, I don't really think CS is really engineering. Like, the process is very much different, at least, and there's not really any like engineering certification you get for CS, at least. Okay, independent data flow analysis. That's nice. Okay, constant folding. This might be a pretty easy one to implement, hopefully. Okay. Simple transform. Determine that all the operands in an expression are constant valued. Almost always applicable. Always worthwhile and safe. Yeah, okay. I feel like doing this might make the code look a little bit silly at times though, because we don't really have like parameters, so we can kind of just constant fold everything down, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty funny. What's good, Janine? How's it going? Scalar replacement of aggregates. Sorry for all the questions? Nah, you're good. I mean, like, if I didn't want to chat, I wouldn't really be streaming, I guess. I promise I just permanently look annoyed. I'm not, like, actually annoyed in any degree. Let me lower my mic real quick. Okay. Snack variety and snack shape? What are we doing? Apple, banana, and orange. Okay. What is this? Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. Simplification, reassociation. This might be good. Already on advanced compiler design already? I'm just looking through this right now, just seeing what I want to work on. I'm trying to think about which passes I want to write next. I mean, I think constant folding will give the most mileage, but it just feels a little bit, it's just like a little bit silly, I guess, because a lot of our programs just like have fixed output, so, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. This might just be like the one pass that does like 900% of the work of the optimizations at least. Okay. Value numbering. Okay, I think we might start with constant folding. This might be simple enough. So let me just move this to the side, and let's pull up a terminal. Okay, so last time we managed to revert all of the changes that we made in 2 streams ago. Pin tab? No. Anyway. Front end types, yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is like the whole pal we've been working on for the past couple of days. Um, we replaced like the uint, like the int64 type with like these types, and then I found out very quickly that I am not smart enough to implement all these types right now. So so now we have, what have we done? Uh, where did Oh yeah, we just narrowed it down to int now. So instead of having 64-bit integers, we just have 32-bit, which is really funny. But yeah, my parsing data structures and my current infrastructure are not strong enough to support all of these right now. So I'm just simplifying it down for now, just so I don't like go insane. Yeah, let's just get this merged in real quick. Yippee. Okay. All right. I just actually learning how to code, and I feel like a monkey seeing all this. Nah, don't worry. I'm also like learning things on the fly as well. So we're kind of all in this together. How have you found the process of writing parsers in general? I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really gotten too much into it. I've just kind of been using a parser generator. So like, yeah. How do I prune? Like this? Okay, perfect. But yeah, I haven't really been doing a lot of parser stuff. Like I've been doing quote-unquote parser stuff, but it's just like messing around with the parser generator. It's not really like actually working on the parser proper. Yeah. I need to make a branch. Instcombine initial. Okay, perfect. So we want to go to pass. Maybe I should put these into like more directories. I'm kind of making a mess, but we'll clean up later. Yeah, we can just make one giant inst combine, right? So how are we checking constant folding? What is this? Oh wait, yeah, this is sure. Simplifications. Yeah, this could also be interesting. We could probably do both, but for now I feel like we need to do constant folding at least. So yeah, it should be simple. Let's see what it actually constitutes though. Determining that all the operands in the expression are constant valued. Performing the evaluation of the expression, and replacing the expression with its value. Okay. Boolean values is always applicable. Integers almost always, barring runtime exceptions. Yeah, so we just need to check if it's valid, I guess. Hi friend, please merge my PR. Yeah, sounds good. Let me do this real quick. We're gonna take a little bit of a break from the compiler stuff. Let's see. Pull requests. QL. Okay, let's. Oh, I can just hit files changed. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense, and then CST. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you for adding this. I think you could also just do like docker compose up -- build, but yeah, I'll modify that when I add my docs stuff. Yeah, this makes sense. I'm just gonna trust that you ran this locally and pray that this doesn't break anything. Sure, okay. Alright, go ahead, merge it. Yeah. Okay, huge. Yeah, this is again a quick aside from the compiler stuff. So let's go here. Let me not dox myself. It's merged. I'll just wait for you to merge it. Just like let me know once you have. Okay. Constant folding. Everyone's favorite. Okay. So what do we need to check here? So we check the thing. So if that's okay, if they're constants, then we can just fold them, I guess, and replace uses with the constant. Okay, huge. Yeah, I prefer it when the person that makes the PR merges. It's just like, it feels less like I'm stealing labor. Yeah, hopefully I'm not leaking anything here. Yeah, Docker compose upbuild. Alright, let me just read through this again to make sure I'm not leaking anything. That's a SHA-256, that's fine. Okay, cool. Should be up again. How old are you? Old enough to drink at least. Okay, let's give this a shot. Let's do this. Yeah, of course. Have a good one, Aiden. Okay, how do I want to structure this? Do I want to throw all of these into one big pass, or do I want to make separate passes for each of these? It might be cheaper if I just put them all in one pass and then have like helpers and like visitors, I guess. This will just be like a giant file. Let's steal some of the infrastructure stuff from like this pass. Namespace, middle, and class instcombine. This is a public transform pass. And then we still want to steal this. I don't think we need any analyses for this, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we don't really need anything here, to be honest. Okay. What else do we need? We need all the visitors, I think. We'll throw a lot of things here, but yeah. Do I want a visitor for this? I feel like that makes maintenance even more annoying. I guess if we're doing like a dynamic cast tree, it would be unwise to not do a visitor, I guess. There's also like constant propagation, right, that we're missing here. Okay, let's keep reading this. For integers, almost always applicable. We already read that. We just need to make sure that's a valid operation. Yeah, so we can like do this. Yeah. Determining whether it would actually be formed. You can also just vomit out a warning, I guess. For arithmetic, it's always worthwhile and safe because overflows don't matter. Performing const expert eval is given there. Constant v returns true if it's a constant, false otherwise. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. This evaluates the thing. Okay. Float. Float makes a mess, but we don't need to worry about that because we don't have floating point numbers because I have reduced the scope of my work. Laziness pays off here. Yeah, exceptions exist. Floating point, everyone's favorite. Constant propagation. Where does this live? Redundancy elimination? No, I guess. Is it here? No. Oh, here it is. Okay. Is it this? Or did I misread that? Maybe I should separate it out, actually. That might be smart. Because then we can use it as like a cleanup thing. Or I guess we should always just, I don't know. Yeah, constant propagation. Where does that live? I don't know. Those both should be pretty easy though, right? So. Regelock. Then, okay. The rest of this is like pretty standard stuff, I guess. Let's see. Call graph, I need to worry about that eventually. Yeah, we can mess with that. Data flow analysis. Various analyses. Okay, well, let's start here, I guess. So we can just evaluate constant operations, I guess. Yeah, let's just stick it all in instcombine. This surely will not cause any issues in the future for us. Okay, we should probably make a visitor for this, right? Okay. Let's... You can run it similarly to simplified CFG, I think. We don't... Maybe we could change it to a visitor later. I'm kind of lazy right now, low-key. Okay, so... Let's include... Simply pass... not simplify. Inst combine? we should give it an underscore. I think that's... So that... Yeah, this looks fine, this looks fine. This in the middle end. Okay. Needs instcombine run. Okay. So we can steal the general structure from here, at least the run until no changes, I think. We can do this per function. We can do this per basic block. We can do this per function. We don't need to do it per basic block. We need larger scope, but functions are control flow barriers, so that will be the edge of execution. Alright, so let's steal some lines of code here. We want to do this. Yeah, there we go. It's a good start. Yeah, we also need this to erase thing. I might make a helper for that at least, just like a like a basic block eraser and like a instruction eraser and just like a big erase helper, I guess. It's like I could just call it like function manager or something. I don't know. Okay. Like program mutator, I don't know. That will help make these sorts of changes a little bit less annoying because whenever we erase something from a vector, that is O of n operation, so it's quite slow, and I would ideally like to avoid that. Yeah. Very frequently we have to iterate through it, so I want the contiguous index space. But we also kind of just have to like be able to arbitrarily change it, and we can't have everything because this is computer science. So yeah, we're gonna have to do something here. I also should probably make I should probably make some sort of like a what's it called? I guess like a pre-order traversal sort of thing. Or like a BFS traversal. Or just something to handle this traversal order. Or storage order, rather, yeah. Yeah, I'll figure that out later though. I probably need to steal this. Okay. So we want this. We don't even need that, I think. No, we don't need to do it like this. We need to be erasing... we need to erase instructions from the basic blocks. We need unordered map from basic block footer, and then vector of size t. We can get rid of this. Okay. So each basic block in F get basic blocks. So for each basic block, what do we want to do? We want to get the instruction. We want to iterate across instructions in like that gross, yucky way here. We want. We want to get instructions. Alright, we want instructions is we get instructions. Whoops. Okay. So we can do that. Need this to be less than instructions size. You can iterate like that, and then yeah, let's okay, so we have the instruction is instructions at end. We want to get, because we want to be doing some dynamic casting. So what instructions do we care about right now? Alright, we can look in this visitor here. These all matter. This is the one that we care about here. So we want bin op. So we want to dynamic cast it. Here with that. Cool. Yeah. So we want to make this a binary op if it's possible. This needs to be a putter. And then if it exists, then we can do our thing. So what we want to do is we want to check the two operands. If they're both constants, then we evaluate the thing and then we replace all uses, I guess. So yeah. Yeah, so okay. We're gonna dynamic cast again to mir literal, because the literal is a constant. So literal putter, so we want bin op, get left. This. Yeah, an arrow. Okay. I'm gonna cast right as well. We can do it like this, actually. Okay. We can even like invert this as well, to be honest. Yeah, okay. So we can do it like this. And then at this point then we should be good to perform the transform. So we want to switch over bin op. We want to get the op, I guess. Yeah. So we do an add. So we can do like this, I guess. Left, get value. Right, get value. Oh, whoops. Yeah, this is a good start, I guess. It's like folded. No. How do we want to deal with overflows? Let's do C get max capacity of a type. Let's see. I guess we kind of know by default, right? Right? C says get set type. Set. Oh, we can just use limits. Okay. That's quite nice. Oh, wait, that's crazy. Int max is deprecated? Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, we might have to make a mechanism to handle this, but yeah, we can just worry about overflow later. We can be a little bit greedy with this. So this, we need sub to be minus. Null. Need to worry about that as well, but we can do that later. And then we have and. We have bitwise and. Okay. Okay, so we have the new value. And then we want so we want bin op get uses. This is a constant, so we can just replace these. Oh wait, we have a nice little replace use visitor actually in mem2reg, huh? Maybe I should separate this out into something else. Yeah. I've been trying to code without libraries and it's made my entire code go from 90% functions and classes to 90% templates. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. And then just like throwing the maximum size type in there makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that seems like a very difficult task, and I commend you a lot for it. That's not something I'm brave enough to attempt yet. let's make a utils directory here, I guess. Yeah, this seems reasonable enough. This is past utils. Or maybe I should put it just in the root. I don't know. Maybe I should just put everything in the root, honestly. I don't know. We'll put it here for now, I guess. Let's make replace use. Where does this live again? Instcombine. Alright, no, it lives in mem2reg. Yeah, so let's do this, and let's do a header for this. C++ file. Can't be thinking we're using the wrong language here. Yeah, so I want to generalize this. Look at all this stuff I don't understand. Well, I mean, I don't think it's... I know it's like a lot. Let me know if there's anything I can at least like... anything specific you want me to digest. It's kind of hard for me to explain everything all at once. We need to include what do we need? We need mir instruction, I think. Is that all we need? Yeah, okay. Actually, do we even need this? Yes, we do. Okay. Yeah, so this cuts down a lot of stuff that goes in there. And we can move stuff out of here as well. We need that still, but we can get rid of this stuff, I think. Yeah, okay. There's still one error there, which makes complete sense. So let's include the header real quick. Pass, utils, replace uses. We need to include memory, because I don't remember things apparently. What do we need? To include mir, and then mir.h. I think that's everything. E? E. Place uses. I like that a little bit more. Yeah, that's good, Sina. Welcome to the stream. Haven't seen you around, so let me know if you have any questions about anything I'm doing. This goes for anyone, by the way. If anyone's confused about anything I'm doing, feel free to just ask, and I'll try and explain to the best of my ability. We need to include this thing up here. Okay. This takes a S here now. Okay. Okay. So let's add some things real quick. Move, replace, uses, out, visitor, out of. need to format. Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, of course I need to format. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we can... The reason why I moved this out was because I need this in instcombine, but... Oh boy, look at all these parentheses. Aren't we glad we denested a little bit already? Okay, so we have all of this, and then we want to replace all uses, and then we want to add to delete. And I'll generalize that later, but yeah, for now I think this will be a good start. Yeah, so this iterates across the basic blocks, and then we should be able to escape here, I think, and then here we can do the... Alright, no. Changed is the yellow brace, so it needs to be in here, I think. Right? No, we can just delete them all at once, right? No, we need to delete them first, lest we iterate through them again by accident. So this iterates through instructions. That makes sense. Okay. So first we want to replace all uses. So we need to include replace use visitor. So this is in pass, utils, replace uses. Let's put this here. How do we use this again? This definitely lives in here. Where did it go? Where the hell? Please. Okay, here it is. Okay. So I want to replace all uses of all uses of I? Does it take a pointer again? Load is a... Okay, it's a pointer. So we can just replace all uses of... just bin off. So we can do this. And then... So we have that. And then we want to replace it with... We need to make a new value, I think. Yeah, we need to make a new literal. Okay. Yeah, so we want mir unique footer to our literal footer or literal. This is this. Or this should even just like make, we should just make unique this. Make unique of type mir literal. Yeah, and then we should just give this folded val. Right? So we want, oh, we need to give it a type, yeah. mir type I32, I think. It's kind of all we have right now. folded literal. Get. What's wrong here? What else does this need? Oh, it needs a basic block, right? Right? Why does it need a basic block? Why did I rate it? Why did I write it to do that? We could just do it in like. So we could just do it in a function. Yeah. I limit it to just the basic block. Let me just check if the memtoreg algorithm necessarily needed it as well. We need this in renaming. Okay. Renaming. So use, so we just reach that, right? I guess this doesn't need to stop at the basic block, huh? Yeah, so this should just be in the... This will run a little bit slower, but I think this should still be correct. Function should take F. Right? Oh, wait, no, I understand why it has a basic block now. Right? Wait. What am I doing here? A new value literal. Okay, so we give it that. What is add new value here? Oh, it's here. Yeah, I see. Okay, this literally just makes copies, I guess. Okay. So we can just do that, and then this gets dropped. So what's wrong here? Why does it need basic block again? Okay, I guess we just need to make this per basic block, huh? Okay. We want to do that then. Let's just make this slow. We can just do it like this, even. And then bb get. What's wrong here? Oh. It's a dot as well. Whoops, my fault. So we can do that. And then instruction in F get basic blocks. All right, no. In BB get instructions. I want to call I'm gonna visit I. Right? How do we use a visitor again? Or no, we want I accept the visitor. Right? That's an arrow. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty cut and dry. I don't think there's much else to describe here. Yeah, so we can just do that. This is like incredibly slow, but yeah, we need to, I think this at least reduces complexity, so it's justifiable. Yeah, so that replaces all uses. And then finally, we need to add the instruction to the deletable instruction to the thing. So we want to erase at I or at basic block. I'm gonna push back I or end. Yeah, we need to do it like that. Okay. We can do that, and we can just reuse the delete, I think. Yeah, we can reuse it from like the, did we do it in here? Or we did it somewhere. Okay, let's get rid of it and let's steal it from here, right? Memdredge? Yeah, we need to do it like this. Maybe I should write like iterators for these as well to make it less ugly. Okay, so we want this. We don't need to insert here. We need this. This can just be like, do this. What do we call this? Lock erase, I guess. I don't know. Lock erase. Yeah, we can reserve like that. That will make things a little bit less awful. Okay. So we don't need this anymore. We need this. Lock, erase, need this. Are these all the index? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll make this prettier eventually. This is not really a high priority right now. Let's try building. I just tried to split with a Vim bind. That's really embarrassing. Okay, but this should work, right? Hopefully this works. Oh, we need to add this to the actual thing still. Oops. Let's throw this in here. Instcombine. Yeah, like that. Okay. Let's rebuild it again. Let's do that, and then we can just run the debug one. Let's run it on test, regression, input. Let's give it call chain. Let's see. Alright, okay, well that's not supposed to happen, which is really bad. Okay. Is there a simpler test we can do? Scope.c maybe? Okay. Yeah, so that just deletes everything. That's not supposed to happen. Let's try that again. Without that, and then this shouldn't delete everything once again. Okay. Oh, we need to visit the Terminator, I think. Right? What is happening there? In that bottom function? Wait. What? Why is that all getting optimized out? Huh, okay, I guess we never tested for that case. That causes some problems, actually. We will need to address that, I feel like. Yeah, okay. Well, that really sucks. What if I Valgrind this? No, it just silent fails, I guess. That's neat. Okay, well, sure. We'll clean that up later. I suspect the entry block's getting eaten somehow, but yeah. I don't know, what's a better test here than we can run? Actually, binary op might be simple enough. Yeah, okay. Let's re-add that, let's rebuild, and let's run it on this. That's not supposed to break. I think I know why it's breaking. Instcombine. So we need to figure out why. We need to look at mem to reg. Yeah. We need replace uses. Yeah. So we do it like this. Wait. Oh, duh. This has a get uses. What am I doing? Duh. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? I'm iterating over the wrong thing altogether. Okay. Well, let's do that. I need a better way to figure out how to hold literals, at least. I think the current way I'm doing it, though, is completely wrong, and I should not be doing it like that. Maybe I should just, like, store them in the function and call it a day. I just might rewrite it to do that. For now, I'll do it in the hacky way, at least. Let me add that to the list real quick. Alright, do I store them in the function or the basic block? Yeah, I store them in the basic block. That's bad. Because that makes a little bit of a mess. So, okay. Yeah, let's add that to the list of things to do. Yeah, let's just move them up to the program level. That will save a lot of headache, I feel. Yeah, and then we could also use a different data structure that allows us to delete, at least. Hash, yeah, I guess that makes sense, it's constant. We don't care about order here. We don't, yeah, so we can just use an unordered set, I think. Or an unordered map actually would make a lot of sense. Hash map. Okay. Yeah, and then we can also do like a literal storage thing as well. That'll be next time though. Tonight I think I want to just like clean up a little bit more here. What exactly is a compiler rule? It's a job where I can hopefully work on compilers for a living. That would be pretty neat, at least. What companies even offer that stuff? Apple's an example. Nvidia has them. I think Microsoft does. Amazon definitely does. There's a bunch of other smaller companies as well that have like their own proprietary tool chains, or like startups for like AI accelerators. Yeah, GCC and Kling are good examples, but like you can definitely think even broader. Like Apple has a Swift compiler, Nvidia has like their CUDA compiler. Amazon's doing like ML compiler stuff as well. The list just keeps going on. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to break in, but once I'm in, I feel like I should be pretty much set. And doing all of that requires me to just learn a lot more than I currently know, which is, I guess, why I'm streaming. Or I guess like LLVM is, I guess a lot of them are built off of LLVM. Right now I'm kind of making an LLVM clone, but yeah, I'm also working with LLVM on the side, so I'm getting a little bit of practice with that as well. What do we want here? We want bin op get uses. Yeah. This is fine. Even do that. This might make a bit of a mess, I fear. We'll have to see what happens. Yeah, that's sec faults, expectedly. The little hacky workaround I think we can do. We can just reorder the passes. And hopefully that works. Okay, well that still doesn't work. That's not ideal. Okay. Why is this broken? Let's step through this with like, yeah, let's step through this with a debugger. So we want to pass in test, regression, input. Let's do binary op. Bin, panic. What? Already? Oh, wait. Wait, I ran the wrong binary. We're gonna pass in test, regression, input, binary out. Why is this still not doing what I want it to? What? Why is this so borked? Are your earlier streams the start of your journey, or do you have knowledge beforehand? Yeah, I have a lot of background knowledge, just from like my compilers class and the little bit of compilers research I've been doing on the side. But very little of it is in like the compiler optimizer, which is pretty much what I care about. So this stream series is kind of just to get me to learn more about that and hopefully inspire some other people to do their own things as well. What happens if I get rid of these for now? These. Okay, so that works. But it's a little bit silly without mem to reg, I guess. Okay, that's not supposed to cycle it though. Debug, in panic, test, regression, input, this seems very cool, thank you. Where am I? What is happening? Did I mess up my ls config? Did you learn CPP and CMake stuff on your own? Yeah, pretty much. University doesn't cover it, and our compiler dude's on sabbatical. Funny you say that, actually. Because mine also happens. Mine also happens to be on sabbatical right now. Where would you happen to go to school, if you don't mind me asking? Where's that compiler? Ours, we should give it test, version, input, spinner up. This keeps happening. Why is this? Why is this broken? Did I break my DApp setup? UVA? Ah. Fair enough, then. Yeah, I go to Northwestern, so I was like, wait a second. But yeah, the good news is a lot of the learning you can kind of do on your own. Just a whole lot of reading to do. CS program over here pumping out 0 low-level programmers? Yeah, same. Like, I looked at the number of undergrad systems classes we have, and it fits on one hand. It's not really great, I would say, but that's kind of how it is, I guess. Why is my debugger broken? Let's do a little bit of live cleanup on this real quick. Last args, the default should be empty. This should be that. This defaults to that. Can I make it? I made no changes to this, I think. Oh, I guess it reads an update, sure. Let's put a breakpoint there. Let's run. Let me give this. I've typed it like 30 times, but I don't remember. Let's go binary up. Why is the break here? Okay, does this work? Why isn't this running with debug symbols? We got parallel computing back this semester for the first time in 4 years? Yeah, same here actually. Like our parallel class finally came back, whatchamacallit. When did it show up again? It showed up this past spring again for the first time, which is a little bit crazy to think about. I'm not sure why this is so bad. Why is this so broken? What the fuck? Yeah, some places have intern level stuff. It's quite competitive, if I guess, which is kind of obvious to think about, but like still. I'm like between undergrad and masters right now. It's complicated, I guess. Why is this broken though? Why is it seg faulting? Let's just set a breakpoint here. Oh my god. Okay, this is just really borked. I don't know why my Neogam is so fucked. LLDB, code LLDB, not sure. Why is this so borked? What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Maybe I messed it up again. Why is it broken? Oh, wait a second. This is fine, I think, right? Surely this is fine. Yeah, because this should always read. What if we just give it this? Okay, we're getting a little bit hacky here, but this is kind of inevitable. Hopefully this works. That'd be great. Yeah, we can just do this, I think, right? Serious? Does your parallel computing class cover CUDA or like HPC stuff like MPI? It's mostly HPC based. So there's like some MPI stuff. There's a lot of just like looking at like OpenMP and pthread. Yeah, that's pretty much like the high low of it. And just like talking about some other other miscellaneous stuff like MapReduce and like uh, general server cluster stuff. This should be reargs anyway. Oops. What's good, Piyush? I'm fixing my Neogun config after something broke for some reason in my debugging setup. And I'm hopefully using that to debug this. What the fuck? CUDA optimizations. I see. I think we do have a separate CUDA class. Hopefully I get to take it soon. That'd be great. There's a chance that I don't, but like, surely. What do I want to do? Let's run program again. What if I just run it without args? Why doesn't... Why is this building like this? Let's just do this by hand. That's really annoying. Why is this broken? So where do we want to break? Let's give it... that one. Why is this not building properly? What the what's good, Frothy? I'm getting completely tossed around right now by why my debug build is not building properly or not running the way I want. Those all pass. Where is this faulting? It won't tell me where it's faulting. Why would it tell me where it's faulting, you know? Let's just Let's throw this into ChatGPT. Like, what? What is going wrong here? Why is that? Sorry if I'm like silent right now, by the way. I'm just like very confused on why none of this is doing what I want it to. Search chat doesn't work with anything low level? Yeah. I mean, it's worth a shot at least. Try this again. This. Right, this has. Yeah, this is building things with -G. So, we should have symbols. Are you serious? The fuck? Man, I hate CMA. This is ruining my life. Anything here? Source. What? What the f- Okay, sure. That's fine. I'm really confused. This should not be breaking. This should not be breaking this bad. What? Oh wait, I'm stupid. Is this how I pass args again? Oh. Oh, is this why actually? Wait, did I just not download debug info? Is that it? I really hope that was not it, because that would make me quite upset. Let's run this with... nope, okay, well... Anything here at all? Anything remotely readable here? Dash S? Are you serious? Why is this not working? I need to like backtrace? Oh my god, wait. What is backtrace? I don't see why this would be useful here, at least. Like, we're just not finding the symbols at all. We definitely should have the symbols. What the fuck? Let's just delete everything. Let's try this completely from scratch again. try it empty. Are you serious? I don't understand anything anymore, I guess. Why did it break? Why is it broken? I don't, what? I'm like actually completely like at my wit's end. I have no idea why this is not working properly. I don't see anything in here that would be breaking anything, at least. Well, I mean, let's change this at least, because that seems like good practice. Why does this always need to auto-download that? Seems really strange to me. What is debug info D? Again. Yeah, this sees symbols, but I need to enable debug info D. What is this? Why is this? Wait. Elf. Dwarf. Okay, well. Let's just do this. There we go. Let's do like. Is it like a TUI? Yeah, there's a TUI. Oh, much better. Okay. Which editor is this? I'm using Neovim at least, but I'm just doing a lot of stuff in the terminal, yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's happening at the debugger at least. Okay, let's GDB cheat sheet. Which ones we care about? Next and finish. Or step, next, and finish. Okay. So let's step F. Okay, this is the pile we care about. Actually, yeah, you're right, yeah. In what? Let's break. Oh yeah, backtrace becomes. Or actually, continue back. Okay. Yeah, so what the fuck? This is not very helpful. Like, yes, I know the issues in instcombine. Okay, I guess line 53 we could look at. Okay, so that doesn't help me either. Maybe I don't update uses properly. That might be what's going wrong, actually. It's definitely not Pecto source. Oh, I think I know what's going wrong. I'm not updating the uses list, I think. So we're segfaulting off of that at least. Okay. So I'm gonna add new value. Alright, we're gonna need to clean this up a little, I think. So this instruction is the use, or the uses of the thing. So then we should, right? Wait. Yes, because this could be an output. Okay. I think we need new. I guess we want new value, get uses. We want to push back. We want to add it like this. Right? Or do we already do that in set value actually, now that I think about it? Yeah, we should do that already in the setters, yeah. Okay, well, we're supposed to do that, at least. Okay, I guess we don't do that. Yeah, okay, that would be a problem, actually. That might be the source of this, I think. We might be visiting something multiple times. Yeah, actually, yeah, this definitely has to be it, I think. Okay, so then we want this, and then we want, new val, get uses, push back, this. Maybe we should make this set even. A set would be more correct here. But when do we even use uses? I guess hash table iterations uses. Okay, well, we'll replace this with a hash table next time as well, I think. Sure, okay. Change uses to be hash map, or hash set, I guess. Yeah, I think I know what's causing this now. This would make complete sense. Yeah, we should probably be updating uses like this at least. So here, that's fine. We don't have a way to update it. Here we have a way to update it. This has a setter. Change those, and then footer uses we update. There's no setter for it though, which is fine. The value has a setter, so we need that. So return, I think, also has a setter, yeah. So we need it here as well. So that one needs it, that one needs it, that one needs it, that one needs it. Or that one has it, rather. Successors we don't really care about, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Let's try building again. Okay, it's still seg false, that's not ideal. Run. This polygon back. Wait, what? Run. Backtrace. Oh, what's good, Salam? Good to see you here. I am using GDB by hand because my debugging setup just shit the bed for some unknown reason, and I have no idea why. But that's just kind of how it is, I guess. Instcombine 53. Same line. Something in here is seg faulting. I don't know why. Glob recurse shouldn't cause any problems there. Oh wait, does glob recurse? Yeah, this should glob recurse. That shouldn't be the problem. Yeah, let's see. Does it get everything? Yes, it gets that. So it should get everything. This build also feels suspiciously fast. I feel like in the past, the debug build was never this fast. Huh. The hell changed? Well, the editor thing fix. I am trying to make everything Tokyo Night. Okay, let's try running this with Valgrind at least. Patches the hair, yep. What is happening here? Instcombine. Pure virtual method called. The fuck? Wait, is there something like really stupid I'm missing somewhere? Yeah. Valgrind to Valgrind. That's how the pipeline runs, I guess. Pure virtual. What? Okay, I'm throwing this into ChatGPT. I don't know what to make of this. Let's make a new chat. Actually, wait, no. Let's ask it to try again. I'm actually curious. Okay, this. Okay, this is not. We'll show up here. I swear I have an LDB run somewhere. Yeah. Can I info source this? Oh, wait, what? Or source info? This has to have something useful. Okay, so it's got that. This looks like it has everything at least. This one. Ah! Empty source map. Oh, you fucking know what it is. I think I know. What if I just undo all of the stuff I did here last time I was messing around with it? Just out of curiosity. Let's get rid of like these temporary things. These binds are fine. Let's just write like that. Let's set a breakpoint here. Let's give it input. Let's try this. What? What the fuck? Did I change anything? Why is this so broken? What did I even end up changing? Let's see. That's the most recent commit to those. The test changes are like reasonable. But this was working 3 days ago, so like what? Hey Janine. I'm going a little bit insane right now. I'm not sure why my debugger is broken. Yeah. And if I step in, it just immediately stops reading. What the fuck? Why is my debug build so fast? That sounds incorrect. Oh, fuck. Cache? Oh wait, how do I clean cache, actually? Because let's just nuke everything. Real quick, let's make test. Yeah, like that build is strangely fast for debug symbols at least, which is really confusing me. Where do I find this? Let's go to debug. Anything here? That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, we're building with debug, right? We're not building rel with debug, or rel with debug info. That's really strange. Okay, let's... Yeah, this has a -G in it. I'm so confused. Was it reasonable? It should be in here then. Okay, that -green is crazy. That's not helpful though. Yeah, it's a -G. The hell? So, is this gonna like give me anything useful or? I don't know anymore. I feel like I'm just going insane. What happens if I just add like a breakpoint here? More node, none of that. Let's give it like debug bin. Wait, what? Okay, this stuff is like reasonable enough. This is like exit slush. Why is this possibly breaking? It's like in each of these we glob. Leaving you nice conflict zone? Thank you. It's not working for debug reasons, and I'm not sure why. Something is very much broken. We don't need that here. I don't think any of this is the problem though. It's given the fact that it's still broken. Let's change this back to what it was before I was tinkering with it. Like what? Like what are we doing? Why is the source unknown? Just steal this all. What if I... Oh, wait a second. Wait. I think I know, actually. It might be this utils directory. Some makes should break, yeah. Let's try getting rid of utils real quick. I think that might be it. See, this seems like a correct speed. I think that was the issue. So that's the normal build, and the debug build is also really fucking fast. Why is it fast? Okay, well, I guess we can try it at least. Nope, it's still not that. Okay, fuck me. Like what? What the fuck? Doing good, thank you. I don't feel like I'm doing good, at least. It feels like I'm just getting completely swamped around by the debugger, and I have no idea why. Like, nothing makes sense whatsoever. Like what? Okay, let's clone it into another directory just to test. Just to fuck around a little bit. How's this? Debug. This is just the normal build. Why was it running so fast before? See, this is like the build speed I would expect. Let's see how fast debug builds. Just as slow. Okay, well. Yeah, I ain't got a clue then. What the fuck? What? Is debugger fixed? I'm not sure. I don't think it is. Nope, it's still broken. I don't know why it's broken, but, you know. Oh, wait a second. Wait. So this works. So the debugger works here. What the fuck? Alright, now. So it worked previously on that one. Let's rebuild this. Test, regression, input. Okay, this makes sense. This doesn't make sense. Okay, well, something broke the debugger. Yeah, that doesn't... We don't have shit, like... The fuck? Yeah, I don't know what's breaking at all. This makes negative sense. Let's just move these out real quick. Are these the ones I moved? No. Okay, I need to add those. Because those are the ones I care about, I think. This was supposed to be a really short stream, by the way, and it's already midnight, so I don't know what is happening. Like, I don't know what's happening anymore. Yeah, it's supposed to be a short stream. Now I'm just like, now it's been a long stream and I'm quite upset actually. There's not much more than that. So it works in the old one. So what did we change here in this one so far? We have one commit. That's all we have here. Common compiler? Yeah, working on it. Okay, my everything is just breaking right now. This is very not ideal. Was I looking up? They're all in the right place. This should not be causing problems. I don't know why it's causing problems. Let's try building again. Where are you learning this from? A lot of it's just like from reading various different books. The big one that I've been looking at is this one, SSA-based compiler design. If you're starting completely from scratch, I would recommend starting with crafting interpreters. Yeah, this book is definitely not great for like foundations. I think crafting interpreters is definitely better for that. Try it now. I'm very confused. It's made that properly. What made you specifically interested in compilers? Well, the class I took was just really, really interesting to me, but even independent of that, I guess the really cool thing for me was just that like it combines some knowledge from like so many different fields of computer science. Like you need like strong algorithms knowledge, you need to understand architecture, and you need to understand a lot of programming languages theory, and you also need to like be able to write maintainable code. And I think just the fact that it combines all of these into this nice little boundary, or like this little four-way Venn diagram, I think it's just really cool, and that's kind of why I'm still interested in this stuff. Let's try this. Test. Regression. Input. Let's try that. Is there a master's focus? Yeah. I haven't done a lot about like with my thesis yet, but the current plan is, I guess continuing with the, I guess just sort of continuing with the work that I've been doing for the past year or two, which is, or I guess just past year, which is like, comparing the code quality between code generated from C, C++ compilers and Rust compilers, and then sort of, I guess, looking more into LLVM's attribute system and whether like different languages make use of it better than others. And attributes are sort of like hints for the compiler. So like an example is like the inline attribute, which tells the compiler like, hey, you should always replace calls to this function with just the body of the function, for instance. What's another good one? Or no inline, which is, hey, don't do this. Let me look at LLVM attributes. There's also some other stuff I'm looking at, like LLVM's remark system, which is like seeing which passes were run and whether they were successful or not, and what they ended up doing, pretty much. Yeah, that's like a big example. Stack alignment's another example of an attribute. Yeah. Some of them here, like built-in, you should treat it differently. Yeah. One issue I get a lot is being very much dependent on GPT and other LLMs. How do you tackle that? It's kind of just like, you kind of just have to like take the plunge, honestly. It's like, yeah, I mean, once you get to the point where it's like literally inconvenient to your workflow to use them, I think it kind of comes pretty naturally from there. Oh, wait, so this steps into properly. Yeah, the LLVM kaleidoscope tutorial is also quite great. I used that for a while. I think, so the instant wait, oh, you fucking know what's wrong, actually? There's a setting I set somewhere here, I think. What if I change stop on entry to false? Because why do I need that? Okay, let's try adding these back. Let's move them back to source, middle end, pass. This is instcombine.8cpp. Let's try this again. Wait. Okay, so util still exists here. This is fine. I should be fine at least. That should be fine. This goes into utils now again. Let's try this again. I'm not understanding why that previous one was breaking. But I guess we should try it again. Test, regression. I always forget what to put in here. So then we can step into, step over, step into. Yeah, this all runs fine. You can tell very much it runs fine. Step out of this. Yeah. So that's fine. So then, why is it that the instant I add instcombine, everything goes south? Or, yeah, instcombine. Appreciate what you do with the streams. Just subbed, hope to come back next stream. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Yeah, usually I stream every day when the leetcode daily resets. Today is an outlier because a lot of insane stuff is happening just like outside of stream. Yeah, let's try adding this back actually. What time do you typically stream? It's 7 o'clock Central Time, but wherever you are when the leetcode daily resets, that's how the time zone translates. Let's try this again. Yep, 7 p.m. Yeah, you too. Take care. Take it easy. So we should give it input. There we go. Nope, this breaks again. Why does this always break? Oh, I didn't set a... This is stupid. This is just me botting out. I forgot to set a breakpoint. That's why it breaks. Let's try that again. This little rerun. Oh, that's the wrong button. Wait. Wait, am I just botting out? Is that what's happening? I might actually just be botting out. Yeah, Wait a second. What the fuck just happened today? Am I brain damaged? Wait. I think what was happening was I was hitting the F1 key, which is just like the continue key. So that's obviously gonna go to the end. Let's try that again. So let's go to here. Okay, so we can step into. Oh my god, wait. Wait, that's... Okay, so that's something I need to change. Whoops, that one's pretty important. But anyway, you can keep stepping. So we make the literal. Wait. That's just a logic error. That shouldn't be killing everything at least. So let's stick it into regression. Input. Binary up. Yeah, so that's side faulting. Why is that side faulting? Let's add this to harpoon real quick. I think that'd be useful. Okay, we're in the right place. So okay, so it's definitely breaking somewhere here, methinks. Okay. Slash last. Let's continue. Let's go back here. Let's add that to harpoon real quick. Oh wait, we're dying before that point. Okay, wait, we're getting somewhere now. Instcombine. Okay, this is in harpoon. Okay. So let's go here. We're breaking before that as well? Okay. Okay, we've gone somewhere now. Let's see. What made you decide to use NeoVim over a typical IDE? The answer is really freaking stupid. Initially, I found a video that was like best NeoVim themes, and I was like, ooh, these look better than the ones in VS Code. And then I learned about Vim, and I was like, ooh, Vim motions, those are cool. So I started for like the dumbest reason, but now I've stuck to it just because like it just feels like a better workflow, and like it feels less sluggish than using VS Code. Like, it makes writing code fun, I guess, if that makes sense. Oh my god, wait, am I trying to deref a null pointer? Wait a second. Wait. Wait. I might be dereffing a null pointer. Okay, so I do need to make the change that I accidentally deleted when trying to figure out this debugger shit. Where does this live? This lives in MIR instruction. Set. Yeah, because here we need to add to uses as well. So we want new val get uses. I'm gonna push back. Okay, we need to erase the old value as well. This is where a hash set would come in really handy, but for now we're using a vector. So just for correctness, we're gonna vector erase. Yeah, so we have std erase, I think, right? Yeah. So we wanna push that back. I want to std erase get uses, and then we want this, I think, right? Is this valid? We can get rid of this for now. Or actually, yeah, we can do this. We want to push back. Yeah, so we want to erase this, and then we want to. All right. We want new val get uses. We want to erase this from that, and instead we want to actually. Oh wait, we can't use a hash set actually. Because what if it has a duplicate? Yeah, then that doesn't make sense anymore. Oh wait, no, but then we can keep a counter, so that's fine. Let me just add that here real quick. Yeah, we can just keep counts, and that will solve our problem here. Okay. So we want to push back. Right. Oh, wait. We want to erase from old left, actually. So I'm going to erase this. Erase wouldn't work here. Holy late stream? Yeah. This was supposed to be a really short stream, and then it turned out to be an incredibly long stream. So, unlucky, I guess. Yeah, that's good, Steven. Hopefully you're doing alright. Hopefully classes are big chilling, and schoolwork is not eating you alive. Okay, we're gonna add this to that, and then we can do that. Okay. What is going wrong here? So this should be right. Let's set. Okay, so we changed those two. This one we need to change. Half-heartedly prepping for interview? Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Like, you've got your back now. So... yeah, you're in a pretty good spot, I'd say. Why is this broken? I need to steal that again. Let's paste that. And this one's fine, this one needs to change. Okay, and then this should be conned. Okay, cool. Yippee. I should probably make a helper to deal with this, but yeah, this will have to do. Okay, let's rebuild everything. And hopefully this works. I'd be very happy if this worked. It did not work. I do not get to be happy today. Okay, Let's launch last. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Where am I? I like stuff. Okay. I'm dereffing a null pointer again. Right? Oh yeah, because it comes first. Ah, okay. Let's do a hacky fix for this right now. What type is this now? This is an instruction pointer. Yeah, let's just do that for now. If this works, then that confirms my theory. If it doesn't, well then we're still shit out of luck. Okay, we're still shit out of luck. Great. Okay, that's great. That's perfect. Okay, let's run it with Valgrind at least. So we can see why it's breaking. It's breaking for the same reason. Store. Oh wait, that doesn't work. Store. Why is that? Why is this deleting? Unique putter. When was this deleted? Oh, by memtoreg. Of course it was deleted by memtoreg. Why was it deleted by memtoreg? Because memtoreg didn't clean it up properly. Why didn't memtoreg clean it up properly? Line 59. Okay, we might have to clean things up a little. Okay, so that means my memtoreg is making a mess, which is not good. finally making progress again at least, but what are we deleting? Yeah, this is all the stuff we delete. We delete some instructions in some basic blocks, I think. Yes, that's what happens. We're deleting... Where are we deleting? It shouldn't be existing at all, though. Right. It should be in, like, this util thing that I pulled out. Add new value. I just cleaned this up. Right? Yeah, we definitely cleaned that up. Oh wait, let me check this again. Do I call erase? Was it something that was erased, or... No, this is just in the vector destructor that freed it. Okay, that makes sense. So the pointer exists, but it's to something that doesn't exist anymore. That's not what I want to open. So why is this? Oh no. Okay. Okay. Huh. That's really strange. Okay, we're gonna change uses real quick. Let's go to GRT. No? Okay. Wait. That's not the type I care about. Where did I define uses? Is this in just value? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's change what uses is real quick. That would be very helpful. So map from instruction pointer to uint64t. We don't need vector. We need that. We need. What's wrong here? Oh, wait. Is it this library? No, it was student. What is the to that. Where does it live? It has to live in Atom. C student. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. Now we need to fix everything in here. This is not a vector anymore. This is a unordered. Let's shit bar. Let's throw that here. Let's hold down the delete key. Get rid of that. This is fine now. So now we can look at every instance this is used. It's all in. It's in a lot of places actually. Let's do that. And then maybe I should keep track of defs so I can like delete properly. I could just throw a try catch around it and just call it a day, but that's like really, really hacky. What are you making? I am working on a compiler from C to x86, but it's going really slowly. Let's add a quick helper here. Void. We want to add use to so value pointer to def and then value user. We also want to remove use. So this will clean things up a little bit. So we want def get uses in at user plus plus. What? Instruction. Overload operator. Oh. That? Yeah, we can do it like this. Oh my god, wait. Okay, we need to do this thing still. Yeah, this type thing needs to change real quick, I think. Value. This should be instruction. And this should work now? Okay, perfect. So then def get uses at user. This should be instruction star as well. Okay. So that handles that for me. This one we can add use to left. Actually, we should change the order of these. So we want the user, and we want def. Because this A uses B. Okay, so this uses left, and then this uses right. Okay, so then here, del, we can just do like this even. I just like the way this looks. So this no longer uses left, and then add use. This now uses new val. Yeah, so we can do that, and then we can replace that like that. And this one is right. Okay. So this is... This one we just want to add a use. I'm gonna add... This uses putter. I'm learning to go to the CS50 course, a good course. If you're talking about like the Harvard course, I think it was, it's probably pretty good. I haven't looked at it myself, but I feel like as long as you stick to something, it should be fine. Don't worry too much about like what is specifically like the quote unquote best, I guess. This uses value. This uses putter. So this uses value. It no longer uses value. Okay, so we want to replace this. Then this adds a use to new val. And one more, I think. One more set here. So this no longer uses cond. Yeah, so we can do it like this. Okay, neat. Okay. I think that's everything. It's taking a while. That's good. That's a good sign. Okay. I think this is still gonna crash, but it's gonna crash less ungloriously. Yeah, okay. But at least now we can kind of manage this a little bit more sanely, I think. It should still be accessing a null. Yeah, okay. Okay, we might have to get like we might have to track the other way for uses. LVM def use lists. Right, this has the opposite way, right? Yeah, this has uses. Yeah, uses and users. Yeah, so we want users. I learned how to do SQL and got a data analysis job. I think I want to learn code. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff to learn. I would suggest like trying to learn Python in some degree. I think that also plays nicely into like data science as well. Yeah, that's probably the direction I would go at least. I think that's at least a good start, and then from there you can kind of branch out and do more of whatever you want. Yeah, we should keep track of the opposite direction. Yeah, so value has uses, and then it also has users, I think? Wait. A use is where it is used. So that's like used by. Oh, this is getting confusing. Okay. We still probably need to write custom destructors for things then, actually. Yeah. That's really funny. Okay. Well, let's see. We definitely know what each thing uses. So we can go to mem to reg, I think. We also probably need to do this everywhere else. This is a mess. Okay, well. Okay. Let's... Okay. I don't know, this might be a tomorrow problem, I think. Yeah, I should really start. I should probably start winding down. It's 1 o'clock. I've got class in the morning. I need to like be a human being. So, yeah. Let's commit this. First try at instcombine. Crashes because of mem2 reg destructor mess. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna need to add like real destructors, but yeah, I should probably start winding down. It's 1 a.m. Thank y'all so much for tuning into stream, especially if you've been here for the whole from 9:30, so 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 3.5 hours. Jesus Christ. Yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you drop down to the description, sub to my channel, like my stream. It helps out a lot with the algorithm and helps get my content out to more people. While you're down there, you should also join my Discord. That's the best place to get pinged when I go live. And yeah, it's the best place to get pinged when I go live and chat with the broader community. Where the fuck I am. Yeah. You also get to chat with me outside of stream, and that's the best place to get a response from me. Make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn and add me on GitHub to stay up to date with what I'm doing. And if you know anyone that that can refer me to a compiler role, send my information their way. It would mean a lot to me. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing my usual evening stuff. Take care, y'all. Take it easy, and have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are.